This year we made the decision to visit as many county shows as we possibly could. Some were grand, some were iconic, but none were quite as special or as unique as the Royal Welsh Show.
Last man away, 29 seconds. There's one or two around the second. George is ready to drive it off. Well done, George. Craig will give it a go. Hello. There, well done, Killian. Arno. Robin up the top there from Belgium. Having a private battle up the top there. Well done, Craig. A good effort from way, way back. So we've got Rowan and Phil here. The last two novice Axemen, ladies and gentlemen. Again, they've got to have the chance to compete. Well done, Rowan. It's only his second log ever in the standing block. He'll get better. And Phil. It's rocking, Phil. Well done. Give him a big hand, ladies and gentlemen. That's what log dropping's all about. You get the experts at the top end, you get the novices down this end.
So we just saw the guys chopping wood. One thing that we didn't see at the 5 other county shows that we've been to this year is this timber wood section. And so it was really great to see those guys out there doing that. Hopefully we can swing back by and look at a little bit more of that competition. But we're going to keep moving to see what else is here.
We haven't eaten anything yet. We didn't have breakfast.
Of course, this is a great show. We're enjoying walking around, but it's time to get something to eat. I think we're going to go with Celtic Pride beef. We do a lot of burgers at these shows. It's kind of handy for food to eat at these locations. So, Celtic Pride beef.
39, the Belgian Patrol. 1094, 1093.
So the burger's really, really tasty. And they put a bacon on it, but that bacon is more like a ham. So it's like a ham, bacon, cheeseburger combo. Man, this is really good though. Cooked to perfection. This is one of the reasons I love coming to these shows. You get to enjoy some really great food and some unique flavors you won't pick up in many other places. But this bacon cheeseburger is on point. So there's a really good crowd out here today, but I've noticed this before when I was in Wales. Even with all these people, I mean, there are hundreds, if not thousands of people around. It's kind of quiet. Everyone appears to be having a good time, but the Welsh are just more quiet. I'm American, right? So we're kind of loud, and you would never get this many Americans around. You couldn't even hear yourself if you had this many Americans packed in one location, but the Welsh are just kind of quiet. Everyone seems to be having a really great time out here, though. I know I'm enjoying it.
So we've got rope one, we've got Pembrokeshire and Clwyd. Pef gyntaf mae Sir Benmro a Clwyd. Clwyd sy'n hostio'r Royal Welsh eleni. So yn edrych am success.
And it's a good drop from Brecknock. Makes such a difference if you can get that early advantage with a good drop. It's a lot easier when you're going backwards doing tug of war. Sir Bachaniad, sy'n mynd ben gyntaf. Meanwhile, over in the ladies, we've got a team from Trecastle as well. In the green, erbyn y merched o Ceredigion yn y crysau pink.
Okay, so every one of these shows is unique, but the Royal Welsh Show is on a whole nother level. I just saw something I've never seen before, which is a really awesome competition. Tug of war. I mean, they're full-blown teams, boys teams, girls teams. These people clearly have dedicated a lot of time to this. There's a massive tug of war competition. The largest crowd that I've seen so far has been around the tug of war competition. And I haven't seen anything else like that at any other agricultural show. So that's one thing that sets this show apart, is the tug of war competition, which is really cool. We're moving on to look at the sheep, but honestly, I could have stayed and watched that tug of war all day long. But I want to see what else is out here at the show. So we've seen the tug of war, we've seen some of the axe cutting. Let's go look at some sheep. Hey, if you like this content, be sure to like and subscribe. A lot of the sheep competitions have already happened. We have second place winners, we have first place winners, we have 6th and 4th place winners here. But as with every other show, Welsh Mountain, we have some really unique sheep breeds that are unique to Wales here. So as we walk around this show and we're looking at the animals and the sheep here, I can very easily and quickly say that this show is on par easily with the Great Yorkshire Show as far as the facilities and the paddocks that they're able to keep the animals in. Every show is nice, and I love what every county is able to do. But here in Wales, this one is on par with the Great Yorkshire Show with the facilities that are available. The Kent Show has some really nice facilities as well. Now, this is a South Wales mountain sheep, and I have never seen a sheep with a tail that looks something like a dog's tail. So now there's a competition going on for a junior division of young sheep handlers, and it's bilingual. So the first set of questions are all being asked in Welsh, and then the second set of questions are all being asked in English. And the youth are switching back and forward freely, fluidly between both languages. So that is what we're talking about. We're talking about culture and retaining culture and just exploring different cultures. This is really cool. We got here at the point where they're doing a best in show competition. Just saw a really great competition where they were selecting best in show, where the best of breeds had already been selected. There was 16 of them, got cut down to 8, then it got cut down to 5, and then the champion was selected, and along with the reserve. So below me is an entire shed filled with sheep. And there's another one just as big, if not larger, with even more sheep in it. So that just shows you the amount of sheep that are represented at this show, at the Royal Welsh Show here this year. This is the first year that this show is back. It didn't happen because of COVID, so the last show was in 2019. So they're back now in 2022, and there's a lot of people out here. Everyone appears to be having a really great time. Ever since I moved to the UK, I've heard a lot of comments about how many sheep there are in Wales. And based on the amount of sheep that I'm seeing here at this show today, I think that's pretty valid. I don't think there's any other animal represented in as many quantity and variety as the sheep are represented here. There are a lot of sheep at this show. You know, when we go to these shows, we don't get to see every single thing because there's just so much there. And I've been wanting to see a lot of Angus cattle, and I've missed them at other shows because I just didn't go down that aisle. But here today at the Royal Welsh Show, we have a nice selection of Angus heifers, and these big boys are some really nice Angus bulls. Of course, this may be one of his calves that he's just kind of curled up on and using as a pillow. But when you're this big, you can use a calf as a pillow. This is the second place Angus bull, but boy, if this is second place, I didn't see first place. This is a magnificent specimen of a bull, just the broad shoulders, overall body, just a wonderful specimen of an Angus bull. You know, growing up on a cattle ranch and actually owning my own cattle ranch for a while and running cows on my own farm, cows are always going to have a special place in my heart. I love the sheep and I love what I'm doing with the sheep now, but you know, cows were there first, so I'll always have a special place in my heart for just really beautiful cows and beautiful cow breeds. Okay, so I saw the second place Angus bull, and I think we found the big boy. This is the first place bull, Angus bull. And he has a much longer body than the second place. Not as muscled, just obviously, but just a really good body conditioning. And overall, just a much larger bull, a much larger bull. You know, you really have to appreciate the amount of effort it takes to bring a show like this together, to bring in all of these different farmers from all these different farms, to have them all lined up in the right places, transportation, to be able to set up all these shows for horses, cows, cattle, sheep, to do all of this in the same time, the same space, and have all these competitions and other competitions as well. These shows are massive. Logistical undertakings. You have to really credit the agricultural societies that pull these together because it just takes so much effort and coordination. This was a really nice one though. I really, really, really like what I'm seeing here so far. You know, Highland cattle are always one of the most photogenic and definitely one of the easiest to identify because of these shaggy coats. These shaggy coats were originally developed because these cows come from very harsh conditions and they need this extra hair and fur on them to kind of protect them from some really harsh elements. You know, a unique and really great thing about the showgrounds here is that you have these high hills all around the showgrounds. So the showgrounds kind of in the valley, and as you look up out of the show, you can see these beautiful hills with these pine-covered trees up around you, almost on all sides. Just kind of a nice vista to be in, and a great location as well for the Royal Welsh Show.
Come on, empty castle! Boys! Come on, Picasso! Come on, boys! Come on, Picasso! Come on, Picasso! Locked in. Come on, Picasso! Come on, boys! Come on! Come on, Picasso! Good push. Come on, boys! Good push.
So after looking at all of the animals, we realized we didn't actually see all the animals. We missed the pigs and the goats. So now we're going to circle back and go find some pigs and go take a look at some goats.
Who's going to be the first up the neck? It looks like Llewellyn Williams from Arrow. There he kicks up, followed by Dav Roberts there, followed by the rest of the field. Into the first.
So I would love to see the shearing competition, but we can't even get close. It is so packed out over there. We can't even get close. Although we were on the front row at the Great Yorkshire Show, but we can't even get close at this show. We can't even get close. So coming through the door, we see first place in the champion. Good looking pig here. Nice looking little sow. Well. If I had to guess, I would say that she's pregnant. But this is a really nice second place winning pig right here. And you can see this little sign back here that says stock for sale. This is another great thing that the farmers do is when you bring your pigs out, people can see them and say, hey, I really want to add some of those genetics to my farm. So it gives you an opportunity, and it's just marketing to be able to showcase your best of your breeds or what you have on your farm. So it's a great place for that as well, to be able to showcase. And that's kind of what a lot of it is all about. Meeting, coming together, seeing other animals, and maybe picking up some new breeds or some new genetics for your own farm. Okay. So how much money do you need?
15 pounds each.
How much money do you need?
30 pounds. My ton is helpful.
You know, we really got lucky out here today because today it was originally predicted to rain, 60% chance of rain. So it's high winds and cloudy, but no rain. So we really lucked out. We came over anyways, anticipating rain, brought raincoats, brought umbrellas, but we haven't needed either or any of that. So really lucked out with the weather. If you can look behind me and see those tall hills, there really is some beautiful scenery. I'm trying to be quiet because there's a competition going on and I don't want to disturb anyone with my talking, but there really is some beautiful scenery around this show. We have a long drive back home, so it's going to pick up a little bit of coffee, kind of keep us rolling and on the road.
And one caramel latte single shot, yeah?
We're ready. I don't know what he put in this. He put his foot in it. This is the best iced caramel mocha I have ever had, ever. This one's really good. Take a sip. I'm telling you, this is good. Now it feels special. Okay, so Blakely saw that there was an artist here who produced paintings with beeswax, and she was so fascinated by it. She went over and the artist demonstrated her techniques. And then I went over and I looked at it and I filmed a little bit of it, but I liked it so much and I loved her artwork. We bought one of her larger pieces, which we're going to take on and hang up on the wall. And maybe someday this will pass along to Blakely because this is something that she really liked, the artist and her skills. I've seen fire pits before, but this is a Death Star. That is so cool. And then look at this. We have Yoda, Darth Vader, And then this side is going to be open. Blakely, you stay out because I don't want you to mess up the painting. Wow. Look at that. Hopefully you can see it, and I want to zoom in on all of his particulars so you can see his craftsmanship. But I'm telling you, I'm looking at this, and this is phenomenal craftsmanship and artwork.
Yeah, so my name's Daniel, and I've been doing it for about 5 years now. So different sort of fire pits and barbecues and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if someone wants, I saw the Star Wars piece. If someone wants to commission your work, I took pictures here.
Yeah.
So just like email you, contact you.
Exactly, yeah. So basically just have a bit of a conversation about what you want from the design, and then I'll work design straight onto the metal with a liquid chalk, and then send a few photographs over to you. And if you're then happy with it, I'll use a hand tool to cut it out.
Okay. Okay. What made you get into this? This is really unique.
Yeah. So I started like welding just about 6 years ago, and just wanted to make myself a fire pit, and made one, and then booked myself into a show like a couple of like weeks after that. But I'm originally from Sweden, so just basically being outdoors like growing up, and they'd always like lay on a fire. You know, you can just turn up somewhere, it'd be like logs and everything like that. So already there. So yeah, basically just have fires when it went.
Okay. Okay. Well, this is really phenomenal work. I've seen people on television with fire pits, and I've seen them before. I've never seen a Death Star scene before that looks this good. And hopefully someone will see this and call you and try to commission some work for you. But thank you for just taking a few minutes to talk.
No, I appreciate that.
So we're finishing up our day here at the Royal Welsh Show, and it has been a wonderful, wonderful experience. This is our 5th agricultural county show, or just show in general, however you want to term it. This is our 5th one. If you know of another one, drop it in the comments. We will attend if we can. We're going to try to make as many as we can this year. We don't care if it's large. We don't care if it's small. We go to the big ones. We go to the little ones. I just enjoy the culture. I enjoy the experiences. I enjoy meeting the people and just talking and seeing everything that's related to agriculture and learning more about British culture overall. So, guys, if you like this content, be sure to like and subscribe. Until next time, take care.